Today is Youth Day, and we celebrate that generation of 1976 who had the courage to stand up against injustice and demand a South Africa where they could get an equal education. They refused to be told that their future would be decided by an unjust government. But if we're honest, and Ndapiwe said it very clearly, half a century later, one injustice has been replaced by another injustice. Not in the classroom, but in the unemployment queue. Not enforced by racist laws, but by the cold indifference of 30 years of singular one-party rule that's robbed millions of people of opportunity. And this is the real crisis our youth face today, a betrayal of the promise of freedom. Youth unemployment today is the highest in the world. It's the highest in the world. Who here knows a young person sitting at home without a job? Put up your hand. Who here knows a young person sitting at home without a job?
Many.
You can see there. It's everybody. Unemployment is too high. And one of the things that makes my job the hardest is having to sit with young people who've been to university, who've been to the TVET college, but they sit without a job. Ayikho msebenzi. They don't have work. They don't have work. And so this is so important that we do something about it. And that is why the Democratic Alliance joined the government of national unity. We joined it for growth and jobs. We joined it to make a difference, not only for our young people, but for all our people in South Africa. Because without growth and without jobs, we do not have a future in South Africa. So that is why we are there. And the GNU is going very well. The GNU is going so well that we've already racked up so many achievements over the course of just 1 year. And there's 4 years yet to go. And I'm proud of what the DA is doing in that government. I'm proud of the talent and ability that we have brought to build South Africa, to build our communities, and to grow a better future for all of us. Now, Democrats, some of you were here. Some of you were here when I came before the election. Do you remember? I was here in Mpumalanga before the election.
Yes.
And I said to you that we are going to be a party of national government. And you remember, all the people out there said, "We are poop, you're dreaming. The DA will never be a party of national government."
Yes.
And then we went to the union buildings and we had our final rally outside the union buildings because we told the people of South Africa, after the election, we'll have offices in those buildings. And of course, the same people said, "Manga, you're lying, you're not telling the truth." Well, today we are in the union buildings, today we're in government, and every day we are making a difference. And we're going to work every day to make South Africa a better place. And we're going to work every day to make sure that those who want to break South Africa and divide us as a people are left outside. But I want to tell you something. Our young people, when I speak to them across the country, they don't want favors. They don't want slogans. They want a country where if they work hard, they can get a chance to get ahead. That's what our young people want. They want a party with a government that is working every day to create jobs and grow the economy. And I'm so proud of some of the work that we've been doing. Solly Malatsi here, the Minister of Communications, is going to bring cheaper internet into the homes of all South Africans.
Yay!
In Public Works, Minister Dean McPherson is bringing over 250 infrastructure projects worth 238 billion rand so that our people can get to work.
Yo!
In tourism, Leon Schreiber's work with the visa system is bringing 11,000 more tourists here so that we can get tourist jobs. And that's important for Mpumalanga. With the Kruger Park here, the more tourists that come, the more opportunities for work for our people and our young people.
Yebo.
And in basic education, Minister Savire Gahube is eliminating pit toilets, and she's making sure that our children can read and write so that they have a chance of getting a job. And we're making that difference because we believe in South Africa. We want to build South Africa, and we want South Africa to work. Now, we've had 30 years of failed policies. It's time now for us to unblock the economic things that are holding us back in South Africa. If we carry on doing what we've done for the last 30 years, we're going to go nowhere. And that's why we've got to do things differently now. We need a package of reforms in South Africa that are going to unblock the economy. They're going to make sure our infrastructure is working for our people, that we have trains that can get people to work, that we have jobs and lots of them, not only for our young people, but for all of our people. And we have shown that we can do it. This is not coming here and giving you dreams or giving you lies. We've shown that we can do it. In the Western Cape, unemployment is 20% lower under the DA government there in the Western Cape. 20% lower. More people with work. In Midvaal, the Gatotolopele Youth Program has launched 250 youth-run agri-businesses with bursaries. Their youth summit takes 1,000 people and gives them bursaries. In Umgeni, under Mayor Chris Pappas, graduate dialogues are held monthly to connect unemployed graduates with businesses in the municipality. In each of these things, we're doing incredible things. And you have a deputy minister of small business right here in Mpumalanga, in Sis Jane. Stand up, Jane. Sis Jane is out there working every day. She's working every day to create job opportunities for more South Africans, because Jane knows that government doesn't create jobs, business creates jobs. And the more businesses we have in South Africa, the more jobs we will have for our young people. But let me tell you, we know what our mission is. Because if we don't have municipalities that work, then it's going to be very hard to bring factories and jobs and tourism into these areas. And that is why the local government election is going to be so important. We've broken one-party rule at a national level. And in my lifetime again, there will be no party that has an outright majority in the national level. We can do the same here at local level. The DA can grow. We can be the anchor of municipalities here that gets them working, that gets the water back on again, that gets the electricity flowing, that brings jobs and lots of them for our communities. So we know what our mission is. But Democrats, let me tell you, along the way, there will be fair weather friends. There will be false prophets. And yes, there will be those who do what they do for social media clout. And they will fall away along the way. And that's fine. We say bye-bye. We wish you well on your journey. But you will not distract us from our journey, because for us, the work goes on, the dream lives on, and the mission stays the same. We will not be distracted. We will not be distracted by those fair weather friends and false prophets and social media clouters who try and derail us, because we know what must be done, and we are going to work every day to make it happen. And so I want to say to you today that if you are a South African, if you are a young person sitting at home wondering whether you will ever get a job, I want to tell you today, just as I told you before the last election, that help is on the way. Because if we can win in more municipalities, if we can take control of municipalities, if we can grow the economy in local municipalities, the services will come back, the jobs will come back, the tourists will come back, and your future will be bright. Are you excited about that? Because I am. I am. But there's an important step. We know the election's coming in 2026. We all know that, right? Is Mpumalanga sleeping today? You know that the election's coming in 2026, right?
Yes.
And what do we have to do? We've got to register. We've got to register to vote first. And then once we're registered, we must come out in all of our numbers, and we must sweep away these governments that have failed our people continuously, and we must replace them with a government that has the DA at the heart of it. Because if you want services, if you want a job, if you want a municipality that works, there's only one way, and that's to vote DA on election day in the coming election. Are you with me?
Yes.
Viva DA, viva!
Viva!
Pambili DA, pambili!
Pambili!
Forward to 26, forward!
Forward!
There's no time for rest. There's no time for the fair weather friends. We are focused on our mission because we are ready to liberate South Africa at a local government level from corruption, from maladministration, and we are ready to put governments in place that work for you. Thank you, Democrats. Let's get out there and make it happen. Happy Youth Day. Let's go out there and make sure that our young people know they have a future. Viva DA, viva!
Viva!
Pambili DA, pambili!
Pambili!